Alright everybody, wanted to do a little video on how I fixed this CharGriller, the Gravity 980. Seems to be a common problem that these control boards go out. Part number is CG89800. Big problem with these is these surge powers. If you don't have your power supply in your house basically through the winter, or you've got a lightning strike nearby, any kind of surge in your electrical system, these get overwhelmed really easily and burn out and basically fry the circuit board. And from my research, you can't get these from CharGriller anymore, and if you find them used on eBay, they're very expensive for what this piece of plastic is. So as a solution, what I did is I went on to Amazon and I found this sort of universal Wi-Fi controller. This is for the Masterbuilt Gravity Series, not the CharGriller, but you can see the model numbers and things that this unit is intended to replace. And basically what I did is just follow the diagram here on the different plugs and what they control on the unit. So you've got the sensor for the hopper lids and the door for the ash empty out tray, the extender wire for the fan control, power, and ambient probe. So I'll show you what I did over here. This is definitely in test bench mode right now, but you can see the unit is working. Just been firing it up and testing. We've got Waco connectors here temporarily. I'll swap it out for a more permanent connection in the future. So it's a little confusing, but these white wires coming off of here are the sensors for the doors to make sure that they're closed before it turns on the fan. And what I did is I cut the original harness off of the CharGriller controller so I could use these connections here. And then under the CharGriller, you can see that there's 2 black wires and then 3 other wires. The 2 black wires are the ones that come down here to the door control or door sensor on the new Chinese controller. And then down here you've got 3 sensors, and this goes to the fan control. On the Masterbuilt series, there is no need for this yellow wire, and so those go up here to the red and black wire on the new board. And then lastly, you've got on the CharGriller, there's a cable here. Let me see if I can find it. So it's this connector here that's got a totally sealed jacket. Here it is. It says it's good up into 125 degrees centigrade. So this is actually your temperature probe, ambient temperature probe coming out of the unit. That tells you your controller how hot it is in the box. And so that plugs in down here, and what you'll notice is there's 2 different, it's basically a thermocoupler connection, and there's 2 receivers here. One is wider than the other. It might be hard to make out, but one is larger than the other. The larger one is actually the negative connection, and the smaller is the positive connection. And basically what I did is just went in and took these fork connectors, cut off one of those forks, and shoved it in here. Seems to make it work just fine. So I know, shaky, crappy camera work, sorry about it, but hopefully this helps somebody. You know, like I said, these controllers are obscenely expensive for what they are if you find them used, and this universal controller was I think about 80 bucks. So hopefully this helps somebody. This manual, I guess a really quick review. The manual is very, very detailed. Goes into how you connect it to Wi-Fi. I haven't done that yet, but I will say, where did you go? Here it is, troubleshooting guide. This is very good. A few times when I was testing things out, you know, it was telling me malfunctions with different probes because I had wired them backwards or things of that nature, and these error codes were correct in helping me to troubleshoot. So good on these guys for putting the effort and engineering into some troubleshooting guides, and hopefully this helps somebody out. Thanks for the time.